There you go. And you are on.
Go ahead. I'm just making sure the slide's still gonna go. I'm talking about appropriate leadership. So throughout the whole presentation, just kind of think about what kind of leader are you? Do you follow the classic definition of a leader, which is someone who aims to influence and motivate employees to meet organizational goals and effectiveness? Do you push people to their full potential within a group, or do you just sit back and kind of see what you have to do? So leadership is the process by which an individual mobilizes people and resources to achieve a goal. It requires both a set of skills that can be learned as well as certain attributes that can be nurtured. Leaderships inspire, challenge, and encourage others. They can be persuasive, but like still kind of influence the group, and you can kind of pick what it is. So success, what is it? It depends on all the participation of all the members of a group. They must perform their role and purpose of the team to function to be successful. They work together individually, but collectively is beneficial. They must be supportive and encourage each other in order to succeed. So really being able to work together. What is an effective team? It's a member who understands and is committed to group goals, is professional, courteous, empathetic, and interested in kind of what others say and what they do within the presentation, acknowledges and confronts conflict openly in a respectful, courteous manner. It also can go on to listens to others with understanding, includes others in the decision-making process, so they're not just the one person making their decision, and recognize and respect individuals' differences. So knowing that within a group, things are going to be different, and kind of picking which role you want to be. So the quote that I kind of said, so what is a good leader? Great leaders choose their leadership style like a golfer chooses his or her club, with calculated analysis of the matter at hand, the end goal, and the best tool for the job. So really seeing what's going to benefit your group and what kind of role do you want to play within that, whether that is sitting back and not doing something or stepping up and actually doing something. I'm going to be kind of talking about 9 that I thought were kind of relevant. So the transactional leadership, charismatic, the kind of participative leadership, people-oriented, authoritative, affiliative, just kind of different things that some of them might sound the same, but it helps. So the first is the transactional leadership. So it outlines a situation where there is an understood transaction, namely, so team members agree to obey the leadership in exchange for a financial gain. So leaders reward for compliance, for like a punish for work that is subpar. So it's making sure that you're getting up there. Up next is the charismatic. So this is just those who they have the ability to inspire, energize, and motivate their team members. They're the one that's really trying to make sure everyone's in the same mood, are happy, and just kind of making sure everything's going smoothly, and that there's really no problems within the group. Up next is the democratic or participative leadership. So this one is a more balanced approach to completing tasks. It includes team members in the decision-making process and encourages creativity and problem solving. But in the end, they want to make the final decision. They want to know kind of what's happening. Up next is the laissez-faire leadership. And it's French for let it be. And this style of leadership describes a situation where team members are allowed to work on their own. Leaders give the team total freedom to do their work and set their milestones and deadlines, but they're free to do it whenever they want to, just as long as it's done by the date. This one is people-oriented, and they're focused on the people. They're organizing, supporting, and developing team members. This style of leadership breeds good teamwork and creative collaboration. The team members are treated equally by leaders, and this causes members kind of be happier and more productive within it because they're really trying to relate to everyone. Up next is the pace-setting leadership. So this kind of expects excellence and self-direction. They like to say, do as I do, but do it now. And that the team's already motivated and skilled, and the leader just needs quick results, so whatever's happening, they just have to move quickly towards it. Up next is the authoritative leadership. So this mobilizes the team toward a common vision or kind of the end goal that it has to focus on, and it's more of a come with me, but also has the authoritative where when someone says something, they're going to get it done, and that's how they want it done. So it says vibrant enthusiasm, best work when like you need a new vision or change within it. The affiliative leadership is, again, it's kind of an emotional bond. It's more like the people come first. It's the healer in the group, works really good during stressful situations, and can foster mediocre performance. So if someone's really doing bad, they'll be able to kind of boost them up and kind of help them to push them and where they're going. And lastly is a Coruscant leadership, so it means immediate compliance. So it's kind of do what I tell you, and it's most effective in a time of a crisis. So it can control a problem, and it can annihilate people from stifle flexibility because it's what they want done and how they want it done, so they're leading the group. This kind of leadership style is what Hershey uses. So they delegate, support, coach, and direct. So it's both the behavior within the group. So it's just kind of having all those 4 people within the same organization working together towards the one common goal. And it just really helps with everything else. So again, what is an appropriate leadership style? There isn't one. It's whatever you want to do within the group. If you want to be the one that sits back, you might get a little more stuff for it, but it's really whatever you want to do within the group, and make sure that you are pulling your own weight along with everyone else. So last, I just want to kind of highlight that the leader provides guidance and direction, but also encourages feedback from employees and takes their opinions into account. It's not always about you, it's about the group at hand, so just making sure that you're working together towards it. And up next is Zach, and he'll be talking about the goals and objectives.
Alright, so I did objectives and goals. Team objectives are a list of goals that are team that are used for performance management. These are typically reflected in the performance objectives of team managers and the members of the team. Many organizations require that goals be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And then some common types of objectives include cost and efficiency. The objective teams. Objectives are the specific goals that a team will accomplish in a fixed amount of time. These objectives flow from the team's purpose. Each one moves you towards your vision. Team objectives support the team's vision and purpose and the company and/or department objectives. For efficiency, efficiency is being able to achieve maximum productivity with minimum waste, effort, or expense. Creating goals and objectives helps speed up the team's efficiency. To increase efficiency, one should not be afraid to delegate and match tasks to skills and communicate effectively. Setting goals and objectives also creates better ideas amongst the team. One of the main reasons companies use to work teams to generate more and better ideas, as opposed to one individual focused on a creative project or task. Multiple people work together on generating ideas. This allows for a more possible approach to problems or resolutions. Team morale. One of the primary tasks of managers is to keep the morale of team members high. Workers are the most productive in a positive team environment, and every organization would like its employees to stay motivated so that they perform their duties. And goal setting and objectives are great ways to keep the morale of the team high. Talent collaboration. Maximizing the shared talents and expertise of the members of a department or work group is another objective of working as a team. Within a group, you typically have people with an array of talents and life experiences, so it's best to maximize each person's life experiences and talents to their set goal or task. For time management, a solid personal goal system is the key effective way to time manage in life planning. Setting personal goals wisely, you get a sense of achievement, sustain motivation, reduce stress. Trying to work on too many tasks at the same time will increase stress and lower efficiency. For communication, it's crucial to communicate effectively and negotiate to ensure you achieve your goals. Communication is also important within the business. Effective communication can help foster a great relationship between you and your staff, which can in turn improve morale and efficiency. Communication involves 2 or more people as a sender and receiver, and it's essential for this process to take place. For benchmarking, benchmarking is the practice of a business comparing key metrics of their operations to their other similar companies. Benchmarking is a great way to evaluate how your team is performing, so you can see like past check marks, how your teams are doing. A great way to measure efficiency also. And then for specific, as a SMART goal is defined as one that is specific, measurable, achievable, result-focused, and time-bound. Developing sound goals is crucial to managing your own and your team's performance. Your goals should be specific and clear, otherwise you won't be able to focus on your efforts or truly motivate to achieve it. And when drafting your goal, try to answer, what do I want to accomplish and why is this important? For measurable, goals should be measurable so that you have a tangible evidence that you have accomplished the goal. Usually the entire goal statement is a measure for the project, but there are usually several short-term or smaller measurements built into the goal. And you need to establish a clear definition to help you measure if you're reaching your goal so you know if you could achieve your goal or not. And for achievable, goals should be achievable. They should stretch you slightly so you feel challenged, but defined well enough so that you can achieve them. You must possess the appropriate knowledge, skills, and abilities needed to achieve the goal. and you can meet most any goals when you plan your steps wisely and establish time frame that allows you to carry out those steps. To be realistic, your goal must represent an objective towards which you are both willing and able to work. Goals should be highly realistic, and you are the only one who can decide just how high your goal should be. And a high goal is frequently easier to reach than a low one because a low goal exerts motivational force. For a time link, it is essential that a goal has a time frame or a target date just so you can plan out if you have smaller goals to reach within that set goal. Commitment to a deadline helps the team focus their efforts towards the completion of the goal, prevents goals from being overtaken by others. For project resources, the quality and quantity of human and non-human resources support the project. Time, money, and skills are also factored into project resources. You can start to recruit people for the project and also start to plan on what types of materials you need to complete it. And then project resources are implemented to the resource plan in order to achieve the project's objectives. The project objectives is pretty much a resource plan, summarize the level of resource needed to complete a project. A properly documented resource plan will specifically the exact quantities of labor, equipment, and materials needed to complete your project. And this resource planning template helps you gain approval from your sponsor, ensuring their buy-in. For organizational structure, this structured grouping of people will work together to achieve common goals. Three most important key elements are human interaction, goal-directed activities, and structure. The organizational structure wants you to identify the functions and process your future steps. For style, the project manager and project team members' knowledge, skills, and attitudes are used to figure out their own style. Everyone has a different type of style that works for you, so you just have to know which one works best for you. And then a project style organizational structure is a form of companies use based on their functional operations. For identifying your audience is one of the most powerful tools you can use when designing your project. You should be identifying certain characteristics of potential participants such as interest level, skill level, behaviors, and subject knowledge. With these results, you're able to identify the primary goals of the learner, and knowing your target audience is critical. For the conclusion, you have learned what a team is, the importance of getting feedback, communication, appropriate leadership, clear objectives and goals for successful teamwork. Appropriate leadership helps delegate roles to each of the team members, while feedback is valuable information that will be used to rank, and then each of these roles are essential elements in constructing an efficient medium teamwork.